If I see one more freaking video about it's a Ralph Lauren mother freaking Christmas, I'm going to lose my mind. I am going to lose my mind because why is it that every freaking year there's a new trending theme for Christmas? Everyone goes out and buys all this fucking bullshit to redo their Christmas decor so that it's trendy. Fuck that shit. Do you see what's going on in our fucking country right now? We're about to lose voting rights. We have a dictator in place. Let's see. We're in a freaking recession. You got the money to go out there and spend for your Ralph Lauren Christmas? Good for freaking you, because you want a few. You a few. Like, why are we even having Christmas this year? I think Christmas should be canceled. I think we should not spend. We should boycott. Christmas should be time with family, and that's about it. Like, we need to not be spending. We need to not. Christmas is canceled. Christmas is canceled 2025. Period. End of it.
I cancelled Christmas. I did it. I pulled the pin. Every single year I fantasize about just saying, no, I can't do it. And I did it. I called the family. I'm not flying home to Sydney. Lost out money, but it was so worth it. I tossed and turned with guilt. And then I woke up and realized the guilt was gone. And I just told everyone the truth. I couldn't do everything. I was either going to be able to do the stuff that I wanted to do that was important to me and my work stuff and everything I needed, or make Christmas happen, make miracles happen, fly here, make everyone happy, do all the stuff, but I was not going to be able to do both. If I did try, I was going to do a crap job at both. And I expected everybody to be cranky and angry and resentful, and not a single person gave me attitude. I mean, a couple didn't respond. That was literally one or two. But everybody else was really supportive. I called my mum and told her how I was feeling. And she was the first one to say, you can't do it all. Don't do it. Prioritize what really matters. My only regret is that I just didn't do this in all those years past when I just felt like I was overwhelmed. I wish I had just told the truth.
Hi guys, this is Tiana and you're welcome back to the channel. So remember when Black Americans were the ones saying they were canceling Christmas, right? Tired of spending, tired of pretending, and tired of stretching every dollar just to keep up appearance. You remember, right? Well, white Americans have joined too. The same group that once seemed untouched by financial pressure is now feeling the same pain. The economy that once quietly targeted the poor has now humbled the proud. It's no longer about race, it's about survival. What do you think, guys? Well, let's dive in and see their reactions to this. But before we do, please do well to like, share, and of course, subscribe to keep the channel moving.
Me and my kids are not participating in Christmas this year, but before you go and call us a bunch of Grinches, hear me out, okay? So I was born in the 80s when I believed Christmas actually served a purpose. However, today I don't think it does. I think it is a waste. I think it is an entire scam. Stay with me. So back in the 80s, you only got things on your birthday or Christmas. If you had holes in your pants, tough shit, you're gonna run around with holes in your pants until your Christmas or your birthday. So those 2 days are not near. You're going to be running around with holes in your pants. Fast forward to today, if you want a new pair of pants, you just go get that new pair of pants, okay? We are a society with Amazon and other freaking online stores at our fingertips. If we want something, we go and get it within reason, of course, okay? But we're not waiting for Christmas or birthdays to get the things that we want. So why are we spending one day to buy more crap that we don't need? That just doesn't make sense to me, okay? Not only that, I value experiences, which obviously I'm my kids' parent, so they tend to kind of adopt whatever I think. So luckily, my kids also value experiences over things. Of course, they like nice things. I like nice things. However, experiences are just so much more valuable to us. And because we have a lot of experiences in life, we go cool places, we see cool things, we immerse ourselves into cultures, things just tend to not be as important. So this year, not doing gifts.
Okay, so today's October 2nd. So it gives us roughly, 2.5 months until Christmas? I don't think Christmas is in our budget this year. really curious on how many other people are going to skip Christmas this year. You can give gifts any time of the year. You can show, being grateful or appreciative, or just giving gifts to see someone smile any time of the year. Black Friday, reason why they have Black Friday? It's because a lot of companies are in the red right now. They usually are towards the end of the year, and they want to get into the black, i.e. Black Friday. They don't care about us. Why should we care about them? Stay in the red. Peace.
The last thing I want to do is celebrate Christmas. Buying people gifts. Buying my son gifts that he's going to play with for 2 days. Everybody getting $50 gift cards at this point. I might keep my Christmas tree right in the closet. Why? No, but seriously, thinking about the unnecessary money we gotta spend. Why we can't just celebrate Christmas, put up our beautiful trees, sing Christmas carols, and call it a day? Who even came up with the idea of Christmas gifts? And don't tell me it's Jesus' birthday, because I'm gonna smack you. Because if that is the case, if it's Jesus' birthday, why we can't just celebrate him like every other holiday? Who came up with the putting up a tree, putting gifts under the tree? Santa Claus. Not sure this year I am in no holiday spirit. Outside expensive. We all here trying to figure out how to survive. And you trying to tell me Christmas is here already? Son's birthday, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Apparently, sometimes the obvious has to be said. And in case you did not know, Christmas is motherfucking canceled this year. We're not spending money, people. If you don't need something, do not buy it. Shopping local, don't do it. I'm sorry to all the business owners. I'm in the service industry, and I think people should not be eating out. We are all going to have to get uncomfortable if we're going to make any change. So yeah, Christmas is fucking canceled. If you really feel the need to buy something, and I might do this, to be honest, get your kids a nice advent calendar and call it a fucking year.
I vote we cancel Christmas. All this fucking consumerism and all this shit and these fucking billionaires, and we fucking canceled Disney, we canceled Target, and we did really good at that. I say we cancel Christmas. I fucking hate Christmas anyways. I'm an atheist through and through. I hate Christmas. Ask my kids. When they were little, I did it up for them and did all that stuff, but I hate Christmas. I hate it. I don't know what to buy for you. Let's just give $5 food items. I hate Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. Cancel Christmas. I vote we cancel Christmas. All this fucking consumerism and all.
So is Christmas canceled because people can't pay their light bill and get food? So what are we doing for Christmas?
I'm starting to think about Christmas, and I'm gonna be honest, I think we should just boycott these companies this year. I'm not even thinking about it from a political perspective, even though everything is political, right? But I'm looking at it more from a we're all struggling kind of perspective. It's really messing me up the way that people are just avoiding the things that are happening in our world, our country, our society. And we are just so consumed by little treats and just the despair that a lot of people are just avoiding what's happening because they think that's just the best way to handle this. And I think that we can make a really big impact if we decide to boycott these companies this year.
Okay, here are some ways that I am prioritizing keeping our money in our communities. The first thing is I'm prioritizing secondhand and handmade gifts. So if you are receiving a gift from me this year for the holidays, it will likely be either something that I made with my hands or something that I found secondhand or something that made me think of you that I found in my local community. I am not giving my money to large corporations for knickknacks. I know that during the holidays, there's a big push of little lotions and hand soaps and stuff. I am taking the time, instead of doom scrolling on my phone, to create some gifts. And I'm starting to think about that now. It is the middle of October. I don't want it to be Christmas week and then I'm there frantically trying to figure out what to give my daughter's teacher, and end up falling into that trap. In the past, I have had
an Amazon wish list for my daughter for items that we may want for her and all that stuff. And I think I've come to realize after not having an Amazon account for a few months now, that a lot of the things that we end up buying on there are actually not really necessities. I know that for a lot of people, it could be, if you live in a remote area where you can't access that, that's a different story. But I live in a very busy, easy to access location. So I don't need a lot of the things that are on Amazon. And if I do, I can find them at a local store. For my daughter, this year, instead of sending an Amazon wish list, I will be sending a link to her 529 account, so that if you are planning to spend $10 to $20, whatever it is, on a gift for her, I would actually prefer you put that money towards her education fund. This is just like an example of small actionable ways in which I am participating in the economy, or refusing to participate in this economy. I think that it's very easy for you to just say, well, I'm going to just buy this. Like, no, take assessment of the things that you really absolutely need. I think that we are underreacting to what's going on in the world right now, and specifically in this country. There's no reason why a bag of Tostitos costs $9.99 when the minimum wage is like $12 an hour. What do you mean that it takes me an hour of labor for me to be able to buy a bag of chips? That is insane and dystopian. And I think we have the power to send a message.
So guys, the economy has finally done what politics and protests couldn't. It made everyone feel the same struggle. When both black and white families start cancelling Christmas, skipping fares and cutting joy from their budget, it means the system has failed us all. Well, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Please do well to like, share and of course, subscribe to keep the channel moving. Till next time.